Welcome back to HEAVEmedia.com's Take It or Heave It. I'm Wes Soltis. This is Ryan Peters, editors at HEAVE.
Last week we reviewed 4 albums in 5.5 minutes or so, and we also provided you with a comprehensive list of That's What She Said jokes. And this week we will be again reviewing 4 albums in 5 minutes.
That's what she said.
Oh yeah!
First album we're going to look at is The Hold Steady with Stay Positive. Comes out on July 15th on Vagrant Records.
Though Stay Positive won't be released in stores until July 18th, it's actually been available both on the band's MySpace website and available for purchase on iTunes for the last couple of weeks, and should be up until it's released in stores.
There isn't a band today that displays more gratitude for being able to make music more than The Hold Steady, and Craig Finn is considered one of the best songwriters today. Even the worst song on the record, Joking About Jamaica, has a really cool Peter Frampton-esque talking guitar. Critical success didn't mess with The Hold Steady, as Stay Positive is fantastic. I'm going to have to keep Stay Positive.
On their last couple albums, they weren't afraid to make obvious references to like blue-collar guitar heroes like Bruce Springsteen. But on Stay Positive, they adopt a grittier sound that references influences like Husker Du. They use saxophone, they use a harpsichord, and Craig Finn, the lead singer, even decided to take vocal lessons before they recorded the album. In all, it makes for a more muscular, more diverse album, and I think it's definitely their best. I'm going to take it.
Next up is Sunny Day Sets Fire with Summer Palace, out on July 8th on I Am Sound Records.
Sunny Day Sets Fire features band members from 4 different countries: the United Kingdom, Hong Kong, Italy, and Canada. And the name of the band comes from a random band name generator that the founding members discovered on the internet.
As Ryan said, Sunny Day Sets Fire is a 5-member band from 4 different countries, and their sound is as cherry-picked as the people in the band. There's a couple songs in the middle of the album that are misplaced and better suited for the end of the album, but Sunny Day Sets Fire is at their best when the guitars are soloing and the vocals are belting, and that happens a lot on this record. I'm going to have to take Summer Palace.
See, I think that the problem is, you said that like there was a point in the middle where some of the songs would be better suited for the end,
Yes.
But I mean, I don't really think you can tell one song from the other. They're almost completely indistinguishable. It's the same melody all throughout. And it's not like it's a bad melody, but I mean, like, you could pick any song and put it at the end or the beginning, because if there weren't track listings on there, you'd think you were at a Grateful Dead concert. It's just one 30-minute thing.
I think that's a gross exaggeration. I would say there's 2 or 3 songs in the middle of the album. If you put them at the end, the album's great. I don't see how... I would have thought you would have loved this album.
I mean, I liked it. Like, I appreciate the fact that, like, they played their instruments well, they wrote, a good song, but they just wrote it 12 times over. It's the same thing, is the problem.
There's a lot of bands that have made success off of that, and I think they could be one of them. I happen to like it. If you have a formula that works, why mess with it?
Why roll with it? It's the Will Ferrell formula. But
exactly.
I don't know. I got bored with it after, like, the 5th song. Sunny Day Sets Fire has a great sense for psychedelic pop, but there are times when I listen to the album that I wish that it was more than just pleasant. They clearly have talent, but I think that they would be better suited if they recorded songs that had more drama or energy, or really just anything on them to distinguish one from the other. I'm going to have to heave.
Next up is Brothers and Sisters with Fortunately. It's on Calla Lily. It comes out on July 22nd.
Conrad Keeley, lead singer of the Texas art rock band And You Will Know Us by the Trail of Dead, plays fiddle for Brothers and Sisters.
The first track will remind you of Wilco, but with harmonies, and the rest of the album has some okay songs. But unfortunately, the album is lost in a mix of distorted guitars, country twang, and uninspired lyrics. I'm heaving Brothers and Sisters.
You shouldn't be fooled by the first track, unfortunately, because it's by far the most country and twang kind of sounding song on the whole disc. The rest of the album works hard to mix stereotypical country song structures with a more fuzzed out guitar sound. And that would be interesting if not for the fact that everything is buried beneath 2 really lackluster vocal performances. There is one really good song on the album. It's called Make a Man's Body Hurt, which may or may not be the name of a porno that I own. But I wish that more of the album sounded like that song, which takes its time and is more of a ballad. I'm going to have to heave it.
Next up is Como Te Llama by Albert Hammond Jr. It's out on RCA Records on July 8th.
In addition to his solo career, Albert Hammond Jr. also plays rhythm guitar and occasional lead guitar for The Strokes.
The Strokes are very New York, but Hammond's solo project is straight out of his childhood in California. Hammond takes it a step further and adds generic yet effective beats to the distorted guitars and overall breezy feel of the entire album. It's almost like he's trying to be a dirty Beach Boys, but it works. I'm going to have to keep Albert Hammond Jr.
I was all prepared to hate this album, given the fact that the Strokes are the most overrated thing since, I don't know, penicillin. But Hammond's disc is actually surprisingly free of pretension. It has this great kind of gritty sound that references, I think, the Velvet Underground's White Light, White Heat. It's a great album, and I'm going to take it.
To recap, to hold steady, Ryan and I thought it was their best, most diverse album yet. As for Sunny Day Sets Fire, I love the band's pop sound, but Ryan thought all their songs ran together. And as for Brothers and Sisters, we both disliked the band's mix of country and fuzzy guitar. We both loved Albert Hammond Jr.'s gritty guitar sound mixed with California pop. That'll do it for this week's Take It or Heave It. I'm Wes Soltis. This is Ryan Peters.
Tune in next week where, in honor of George Carlin, we come up with a new 7 words that you can't say on television.
One of them's banana.
Another one? Connie Chung. Screw that bitch.
HEAVEmedia.com would like to thank the Polish Ambassador for creating our theme music. If you'd like to know more, go to polishambassador.com.